think it's probably pretty weird that I make a video like this every 2 years, right? Like, I don't even do the whole, like, oh, should you play Absolver in 2025 or 24 or 20, who the fuck cares?
This literally means nothing to me.
And I figure I make these things to reflect on the game, to reflect on the community, and I guess to offer insight into where I see Absolver in its 8th year. 8 years, man. We've been playing this game for 8 years. Some of us shorter time frames than that, and some of us since 2017. I mean, we've seen an ebb and flow of tournament-ready players, casuals, Reddit salt lords, and of course people that drop by every so often to let us know that they missed the game. My dude, it's still here. The game is still here. You could play the game. I mean, really. Last year I got an Absolver tattoo.
If I do something, you better believe it's cool.
Yeah, if I'm gonna put my name on something, it's gonna be award worthy.
And why? Well, because there's no game that I've been so absorbed in and so entranced by for so long. I figure if I'm gonna get ink of a game, it's gonna be Absolver.
It's not gonna happen if I'm not playing the goddamn game!
I think now, probably more than ever, Absolver is a game that truly is being carried by the players and those that love the game. Now, I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass or pretend that the game is experiencing some kind of renaissance. Absolver's numbers have largely not changed since the last video I made about the state of things. Since then, though, we've seen the release of Rematch, which actually led to a small uptick in players around June of 2025. Considering people probably wanted to see what other games Slowclap made prior, I'm sure they were probably just as surprised as we were that Slowclap made martial arts games, because we did not expect Slowclap to go and make a football game. That's fair play, though. That's fine, yeah. Though, if anything, it might be constant from my last check-in. It's that there are still no games like Absolver. There are no games that give that satisfying sound design coupled with those beautiful animations. There's nothing that can emulate the feeling of making a long-standing comeback. The community is small, I'll give you that, but it's still there. And since crossplay was never really something in the cards for Absolver, I mean, there exist primarily 2 communities. The PC Absolver players that primarily fight using a balance mod called Absolver Plus, and the PS4 community, which still will have a tournament run from time to time. And while these 2 communities are essentially playing different flavors of Absolver, it doesn't stop cross-pollination and good conversation from happening between platforms. Now, the fragmentation might not be great, but I think that's just it. This is the hand we're dealt, and the game is ours now. The game is ours because we're the only ones playing it. And in any collective that finds joy in a common hobby, if no one else is steering the ship, who will? It just comes down to the community that's here. The community that doesn't cycle too much new blood, but that has a heft of passionate players, choosing to represent the game in whatever way they can. What to expect if you play now? I don't know what to tell you other than gird your gird your goddamn loins. Or buck up, or get ready to have your ass beat, okay? This is really only a game for you if you enjoy the slow trickle of improvement over time. It's no longer a game of pick it up and start running and beating ass. The people that are playing this game at a high level are doing so because it's rewarding and it has taken them a long time to get there. Expect to be destroyed often. Expect that every combat deck you make will be veritable garbage. But even at the core of knowing you're starting or coming back to the game after some time, the heart is there. Players that beat you don't want to see you go away. They want you to improve. At its core, Absolver's competitive community has always been about this. It's not so much about winning and losing as it is about showing up. But what does that mean for the future? And I mean, honestly, what does the future hold? I don't know that there's anything more I could say about the future of the game that would make people jump out of their seats or spring into action that I already haven't. I'm not a fool. I know Absolver isn't exactly super populated, but it's not fully dead. I still play this game.
No! No! I'm ruined!
And I plan to keep playing this game, and I know that while there are peaks and there are valleys with people that get super into it, there always seem to be people that want to try their hand at climbing the proverbial mountain that is competitive Absolver. Hell, even climbing the mountain of just playing the goddamn game. It's so good. God, play Absolver. And honestly, we still get new players every now and then. They ask questions, they build decks, they try their hands at getting their asses beat by the old heads. It's heartening to find other players like us, where the journey matters much more than the destination. The journey isn't over. I'd say the game is basically ours now. We spent a long ass time just playing the game. So much so that people have moved on from it, many of us former players. But a game only lasts as long as its community does. And with the Absolver Academy, as well as some activity in the official Absolver Discord, with Absolver Plus, and people wanting to run some tournaments, at least some of the time, it's never been more apparent that the future of the game is only limited by what we as a community can accomplish. And probably the inability to unpack Unreal Engine pack files really well. It's a real thorn in my side. But I digress. This is our game. In 2025, everyone that picks up Absolver and sticks with it has a genuine stake in its future, competitive or community. It's a good game. It's always been a good game, and we get to pick the direction it goes. Personally, I'm hoping to take part in more tournament organizing work and getting people genuinely interested in playing. And I know I've never really been the best player. There's probably a time where I could have scratched top 20 in the world, but I'm not interested in the glory of being number one. I'm interested in breathing life into my favorite game. I'm interested in spreading the beauty of this gem from 2017. I may not be the best at this game, but I might be the best at not shutting up about it, ever. I'm here. I'm still excited. The community is as here as it's also ever really been. And while our lives, jobs, and obligations may take our participation in and out of Absolver and its community, one thing still remains clear. There is no game like Absolver. There is no game like our game. And if you were to ask me how the game's doing, I'm always going to say it's great because I love it. The past 8 years of my life have been crazy and wonderful and scary and excellent. I've reached very, very high highs and very, very turbulent lows. But if anything, I think one of the things that I could say proudly is that I had Absolver and its community every step of the way. I love this game. There is no game like it. Play Absolver. Thanks for watching.